Alright. So, it's Tuesday, the 13th of June, um, and E3 is this week, and it's been going on. I've watched only two press conferences, but I've been paying attention to the other ones and what they've announced. But, on this channel, we basically play a lot of Nintendo games, I'm going to talk about E3 so far, and the things I'm really excited for. So basically, this is my E3 thoughts in general. This is more. Let's get the main bits out of the way, the not so great bits. So Bethesda really releasing games and stuff in VR. Okay, cool. They did announce amiibo support for Skyrim, which I thought was really cool, and for the I think because I'm planning to get that Switch anyway, I'm excited for it. Nothing else to go from there. Sony, there wasn't much there. Xbox, Microsoft, not much there. I didn't watch the PC Gamer one. I don't tend to follow PC gaming often, but I plan to get there someday. Maybe, maybe not. So let's get to the main bread and butter of this: Nintendo and Ubisoft. I'm gonna start with Ubisoft because there's something I want to talk about with that particularly, and that is the Rabbids game, the Mario Rabbids crossover game. It has a weird feel to it. It's the mix of it's Mario in a strategy game. You know, everyone know Nintendo's strategy game is Fire Emblem. It's always been Fire Emblem, maybe Advance Wars, but other than that, it's been Fire Emblem. So seeing this is a really weird concept, but it looks good. Now, I haven't got much to say about it apart from it just meshes well, and it's one of those games where I'd buy it and play it, but I'm really confused about it at the same time. And then, of course, Ubisoft goes on to Assassin's Creed Origins, which looks great. Beyond Good and Evil 2, Far Cry 5, all look good, but again, not my usual gaming repertoire. So I'm gonna move straight on to Nintendo, and by God, they know what they're doing. They win E3 this year. Nothing. They were last. Everyone else was re-release and games we've already seen. And then Nintendo comes out and is like, yeah, we've got a couple of games that you've seen. We've also got some new ones for you. So, first on the list was Rocket League, FIFA, ARMS, everything we knew. And then they show us new trailers for Xenoblade 2. And I've played the first two Xenoblades, not completed them, but I've played them the first two. So I, for one, am excited about this. The art style for this one is a lot more toonish compared to the last ones, which is a bit weird, but at the same time it looks gorgeous. So I'm excited for this. There wasn't too much in the trailer that weirded me out. All the characters seem to have their place. The British voice acting is coming back. Let's go. And the sword and Pyra, I think the sword's name was the girl inside the sword, and the main character Rex. Looks like they actually share a bond, and that is interesting. It looks good and sounds good. The sounds like the sound composer is back as well for Xenoblade, so we'll get that sweet Gal Plains like soundtrack again. I hope it's just as good, or if not better than the first one. Alright, and then we'll move on to Kirby. Now this was surprising because we've had a lot of Kirby platformers lately on the 3DS. The last one being Planet Robopon Cop, Planet Robo is the robots one, which it was great. I ain't played it, but I've played it. I lie. I don't own it, but it looks good. It's Kirby basically returned to Dreamland, and it has that body system from Superstar, um, Kirby Superstar, and it looks like there's a lot of puzzle elements based in this, a lot of multiplayer aspects. We've only seen single player so far, but I hope there's a bit of a multiplayer, which would be great. Moving on was a surprise announcement: Metroid Prime 4. Metroid Prime 4. I bet Metroid fans, including myself, went ballistic for it. Excitement. The Switch is going to be in a lot of homes of Metroid fans now. I managed to hook it onto my laptop that has my notes. My few notes. Right, and then after that we got a new Yoshi game, which looks like they're still following the art. No, it's legit Yoshi. Is it? I can't tell. It looks like Yoshi's Woolly World again, but in more Yoshi story-like worlds, which again look good. Not much to say. It's a Yoshi game with a flip mechanic, which could be really interesting to the game. Can't wait to see that, but I'll get confused going left or right, because you usually go right in a platform and never left unless you're like going puzzles or anything. Alright, what else we got here? Fire Emblem Warriors. A bit more on the main characters. We now know they're twins, siblings. More Fire Emblem heroes show up, like Corrin, a few other guys from Fates, and I can't. It wasn't too much. It's just, oh hey, Fire Emblem Warriors. It looks good. After that, we got the Zelda expansion packs and the amiibos. I've not played Breath of the Wild. I plan to very soon, but these have got me really excited. The Trial of the Sword, very excited for, and I wish we got a bit more of the Champion Ballad thing, but I'm sure we'll get a bit more of that in a future Nintendo Direct. Moving on, Rocket League, we already know about that one. Mario Odyssey looks gorgeous. The ability to put the hat on basically anyone or anything, glorious. I can't wait to see that mechanic work out proper. Turning into a bullet bill? What? The amiibos they showed look great. Moving on, we have a few things they showed after the Direct, which is just as mind-blowing. So we got more Sonic Forces. Looks like all the rival characters are back, so there's that. Chaos is back, which was rather exciting. You have that character that we get to make. How many of them are going to make Cold Steel the Hedgehog? Quite a lot. Then we got... this was surprising. Metroid Samus Returns for Nintendo 3DS. Now, they went off and didn't show anything for Nintendo 3DS. We already knew about the Pokemon game. Ooh, that's something to get into after. I'll be there in a bit. So they show the new Metroid game coming in September, which I cannot wait for. I don't think... I'll be like one of those games where I'll be like, oh man, I need to get this. And then I don't get it for a while, and then when I pick it up, I'll play it, complete it, and I'll be like, oh man, this is really good. Alright. A main series Pokemon game on Nintendo Switch is in development. Pokemon Stars or whatever, but there is a Pokemon game on Nintendo Switch. Now this is the first core RPG game, Pokemon game, that has been developed for what would be considered a home console. But it's not the first time Pokemon has been seen as a core RPG on a home console. The first one goes to Red and Blue with the Super Game Boy, and then the last ones we saw on that were actually playable on a home TV screen was either Emerald or Fire Red and Leaf Green with the Game Boy player. But other than that, seeing this like Pokemon on a TV screen, like in development for the Switch, kind of excites me because that means because the Nintendo Switch, it's a home console. Whether you like it or not, it's a home console that you can take anywhere. So knowing that it have that process power of a home console and you can play Pokemon on it, which is known for being taken anywhere, and with the power that the Switch has, well, it's not as powerful as, say, the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One. It's still powerful. And to see it come onto a Pokemon game for Nintendo Switch, I think we might be getting our open world Pokemon game. No, I'm not saying that it's going to be massive or anything. It's probably going to be very massive, and we probably won't be able to get it for another 2 years, maybe. I mean, the same happened with Zelda. They show it 1 year, they're like, oh hey, it's a bit more this year, but we got to wait a little longer, and then they release it the year after. And that is exciting to think about, a new Pokemon game and everything. Now, that's all the things I have so far to talk about A3. It's still going on, and I'm sure Nintendo aren't going to stop with the trailers anytime soon. Just gonna check if they've announced anything else. No, no, not yet. But other than that, I don't think I've said this before on the channel, but I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan. Guess what? I plan to play it sometime soon. Stay tuned. After I'll get to you I'll get back to that in the end of the video. But Kingdom Hearts 3's new trailer. By God, does Kingdom Hearts 3 look gorgeous? And by God, does Hades sound like his original English voice actor? And it sounds great. I, for one, cannot wait to play Kingdom Hearts 3 when it hits the PS4 some point, either this year or next year or the year after. Whenever it shows up, I'll be there to play it. Not much to say, it looks great. Go watch it if you haven't. That's all E3, and that was the orchestra. I've said everything I want to say. There wasn't much else that really caught my eye this year, but Nintendo, fuck, they know what they're doing. Alright, that's it. Now, you can leave if you want to, but other than that, people that watch the video game playthroughs and stuff, you may have noticed that it's not been there for a while. That's because I'm finishing my college work. This college work shall be done soon and will be the last day in education for me, and then it'll be moving on to the world of jobs. I want to say thank you for staying by all this time and, you know, still watching or whatever. Team Pokedudes will be back with more Token sessions. We've got some pre-recorded stuff, but the time needed to get it processed and run into Movie Maker slows down this small laptop that I use for everything. But of course, once this is all blown over, and it comes to summertime, videos will be up as normal, with Pokedudes Red on Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, and Team Pokedudes on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Sunday I'm hoping to do a bit more on, and we'll be back very, very soon. So thank you all for staying tuned and waiting to watch some more shenanigans with either myself or Team Pokedudes. We greatly appreciate it. If the others were here right now, they'd probably thank you as well. But for now, thank you for waiting patiently, and I've said everything I need to say. So, Pokedudes Red, and if you want to get yourself with some more gameplay footage, I have a few playlists of some other older stuff for you to watch if you'd like to. If you're new to this channel and these have caught your attention, I don't plan to do many videos like this. I hate going, well, I'm always off script. There is no script, but I don't like looking into a camera and going, oh, hello. I prefer to talk while playing a game. It keeps my mindset going and I can just go on, play video games, and just enjoy them, knowing that someone else there is watching. But without further ado, I've been Pokedudes Red, and I'll see you very, very soon. In fact, I'll see you on my birthday. Pokedudes Red on his birthday. Okay, bye.